Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. Today I'm in my pajamas because I don't care what I look like, and we are going to cover another Peanuts holiday special. You'll remember a few weeks ago I covered It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, as we got close to Halloween, and now, as is the American way, we are quickly approaching Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, or if you aren't even in America and none of this matters to you, that's totally cool. I just wanted an excuse to talk about another Peanuts special. This one is a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. It came out in 1960-something. Oh, I'm sorry, 1973. I was wrong. Thank you, Google. So that would make it the newest out of all the big three holiday specials of Charlie Brown and the Peanuts that we're covering this year. But anyway, let's just get right into it.
Charlie Brown, oh Charlie Brown.
This special also starts out with Lucy trying to get Charlie to kick the football, like always, like she did in the Halloween special.
You'll pull it away and I'll land flat on my back and kill myself.
Poor Charlie Brown. Oh, by the way, sorry if my voice sounds completely shot. I just got through a short film shoot that took 3 days, and I've just been exhausted jumping right back into work after that, so I have no voice. Sorry about that.
But Charlie Brown, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a national holiday. You can try to kill your friends on national holidays, right?
Well, one of the greatest traditions we have is the Thanksgiving Day football game.
My family's never cared about football. We just don't engage with that part of the holiday.
I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
Ooh, Charlie Brown needs a chiropractor.
Isn't it peculiar, Charlie Brown, how some traditions just slowly fade away?
Do you think Lucy grew up to go to prison? Or is she just a high-powered sales associate now?
Holidays always depress me.
Aw, poor Charlie Brown.
I know what you mean. I went down to buy a turkey tree. And all they have are things for Christmas.
What would a turkey tree even look like? It sounds like something out of a horror movie. I'm just picturing like disembodied turkey limbs all sticking out.
For Christmas? Already?
Yeah, they put Christmas stuff out like before Halloween, and I always get offended. I love Christmas, but give Halloween its time. It's clearly the best holiday.
We have to write an essay on Stanley Miles. You mean Miles Standish?
Standish. Wait, who is that? I was homeschooled. I don't know these things. He was an English military officer, also hired as a military advisor for Plymouth Colony in present-day Massachusetts. Oh, so he sucked. Okay.
I haven't even finished eating all my Halloween candy.
I would pretty much eat all my Halloween candy for almost an entire year. I would get like a huge bucket of candy when I went trick-or-treating. Not to humble brag or anything.
What are you gonna do on Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown? My mother and dad and Sally and I are all going over to my grandmother's for dinner. Why don't you come along, Linus? We can hold hands under the table.
Poor Linus. So Sally's got an unwavering crush on Linus. That creeps him out. Meanwhile, Charlie...
Hi, Chuck. This is Peppermint Patty.
Or Chuck gets called up by Peppermint Patty, who also has an unwavering crush.
I know you probably can't talk because someone's listening. We'll keep these intimate things to ourselves, okay, Chuck?
Why, wait, they're like 6 years old, Peppermint Patty.
My dad's been called out of town. He said I could go over to your house and share Thanksgiving with you, Chuck.
Well,
Not only does she invite herself over, but I've always found it weird that a parent would let their small child just go to Thanksgiving at somebody else's house. Like in my family growing up, and still to this day, Thanksgiving is only important for the reason of it's like the family coming together and being thankful for what we have over the past year. What point is it if you send your kid away?
well,
Okay, that's a date. See you soon, you sly devil.
I feel like Thanksgiving is a terrible time to have a first date.
Peppermint Patty's coming to Thanksgiving dinner. We won't even be home.
So they're not even planning to be home when somebody has just invited themselves to their Thanksgiving.
Remember that great kid, Marcy?
Sure.
I just talked to her and she kind of would like to see you again. So you can count on 2 for dinner, Chuck.
And brought somebody else along. This is going great.
Hey, guess who just walked in over here? It's Franklin. I told him about the big turkey party you're having, and he's sure his folks will let him come.
And now Franklin's coming, so 3 people are coming to a non-existent Thanksgiving.
This is gonna be the biggest bash of the year.
Great.
I think I'm losing control of the whole world.
Same, Charlie Brown.
Peppermint Patty's invited herself, Marcy, and Franklin over for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, Peppermint Patty kind of sucks. Sorry.
Peppermint Patty will hate me for the rest of my life.
Let her hate you, then she'll stop inviting herself and other people to your house.
You simply have 2 dinners. You cook the first one yourself for your friends, and then you go to your grandmother's with your family for the second one.
So now, on a minute's notice, they have to cook their own Thanksgiving dinner for their friends before they go and have a second Thanksgiving dinner with their family. One, the food coma is gonna be astronomical, too. Again, they're like 6 years old, right?
I can't cook a Thanksgiving dinner.
They can't make a Thanksgiving dinner.
Snoopy, you go out to the garage and get a table that we can set up in the backyard.
I love that Snoopy is a dog who can just like move furniture around for them. And nobody thinks that's weird. And then he goes off into the backyard to bully Woodstock. I love Woodstock. I used to have a stuffed animal Woodstock that I absolutely loved.
You fly upside down.
Does that work? It feels like you would just have scrambled bird. Yeah, get revenge, Woodstock.
And your friend there.
He could have at least taken the net off the table.
Please get some chairs around the table.
So after having a Cuphead-style fight with this folding chair, he sets up the table, the ping pong table. It looks like the table from Friends, all the chairs don't match.
What are we going to wear to this big Thanksgiving party, sir?
I forgot that Marcy always calls Peppermint Patty Sir. I think it's supposed to be a dig at how non-feminine she is. But honestly, as a real-life girl who always identified as a girl, but always got teased for being a tomboy, I have to say, I always found some solace in Peppermint Patty.
Okay, Snoopy, that's pretty good.
Wait, what poor unfortunate soul has to sit in the rocking chair? That seems like an accident waiting to happen on Thanksgiving, like while you're eating. That's gonna be a mess. So because they're 3 children and a dog, their Thanksgiving prep mainly consists of buttering toast and popping popcorn, which more power to them. I feel like on one of those Friendsgivings, everybody needs to get together and like do a Peanuts cosplay and do this kind of setup for Thanksgiving. It would be great. Ooh, not the ear. It's like when you clip your earlobe in the hair straightener. Do they need that many place settings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way they need that many place settings, right? Oh, poor Woodstock. So Snoopy starts to dress up like a pilgrim and he tries to make Woodstock do the same thing, but Woodstock's like, hell no, I don't want to be a colonizer. So he runs away. But then he gets forced into it because Woodstock needs better friends, apparently.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Peppermint Patty.
So everybody sits down at the table. I never thought about this until I heard the bit about it on The Daily Show, but why is Franklin all by himself on the one side of the table?
Even at Thanksgiving, yeah, they invited him, but look where they put him. He's by himself. Even the dog gets to sit with the kids. Why is the dog even at the damn table?
What the fuck, guys?
Are we going to have a prayer? It's Thanksgiving, you know. Before we're served, shouldn't we say grace?
Well, maybe not everybody's religious, Peppermint Patty. Did you ever think of that?
In the year 1621, the Pilgrims held their first Thanksgiving feast. They invited the great Indian chief, Massasoit,
Native Americans.
who brought 90 of his brave Indians.
Native Americans.
Elder William Brewster, who was a minister, said a prayer that went something like this. We thank God for our homes and our food, and our safety in a new land.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure all of that is not true. Somebody with a historian's degree could fact check me in the comments, but I'm pretty damn sure.
Amen.
So they plate the food. The meal is finished off by very big jelly beans and what looks like pretzel sticks.
What's this?
Oh, that was bad continuity, Peanuts. Charlie Brown just teleported.
What kind of a Thanksgiving dinner is this? Where's the turkey, Chuck? Don't you know anything about Thanksgiving dinners?
Yeah, I invite myself over to this Thanksgiving and you're not gonna make it exactly the way that I want it? Fuck you.
What blockhead cooked all this?
Poor Snoopy.
Where's the mashed potatoes? Where's the cranberry sauce?
I'm gonna take advantage of Peppermint Patty's rudeness to ask you, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, what's your favorite thing to make? What, do you have like a dish that you're responsible for? I'm in charge of the green bean casserole personally. It's got bacon, mushrooms, onions, and cheddar cheese in it. It's badass. I also usually help make my great-grandmother's Portuguese stuffing. It's very good. Does anybody have like a weird family recipe that you have to make every year? I love when there's just like really unique family recipes that go into Thanksgiving.
Now wait a minute, sir. Did he invite you here to dinner? Or did you invite yourself and us too?
Marcy's spitting facts.
Marcy, maybe you can go to old Chuck and patch things up for me. Maybe you can tell him how I really feel.
Why don't you go say you're sorry, Peppermint Patty? This is worse than a YouTuber apology.
I think maybe you should go to Chuck and tell him yourself.
Yeah.
I'll just ruin everything. You know I'm too brusque and rough.
Peppermint Patty didn't mean all those things she said. I just feel bad because I ruined everyone's Thanksgiving.
You didn't do anything wrong, Charlie Brown.
Those early pilgrims were thankful for what had happened to them. And we should be thankful too.
I'm sure the pilgrims were thankful considering they stole land. I'm sorry, I'll stop referencing the whatever, but we really should stop bringing the pilgrims into Thanksgiving.
He's all yours, Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Her full name is Priscilla? I like the name Priscilla.
There's enough problems in the world already, Chuck, without these stupid misunderstandings.
It really isn't Thanksgiving without some kind of fight breaking out, you know?
You're holding my hand, Chuck.
That's not how that works.
Good grief, it's 4 o'clock. We're supposed to be at Grandmother's house for Thanksgiving by 4:30.
So Charlie Brown looks at the clock, realizes that they're about to be late for their grandmother's Thanksgiving, the actual Thanksgiving that they're supposed to have, and so he calls her on the phone. Why did I just run out of breath when I said that?
Hello? Grandma? This is Chuck. I mean Charlie Brown.
Why would you need to use your last name with your grandmother? Does she have a bunch of grandsons named Charlie?
I invited a few friends over, and they're still here. It's just Linus and a girl named Marcy, and a girl named Peppermint Patty, and a boy named Franklin.
So the grandma's like, who's still at your house? And he's like, well, it's just this person, and this person, and this person, and this person, and this person.
We're all invited to Charlie Brown's grandmother's for Thanksgiving dinner.
And so the grandmother invites them all to Thanksgiving dinner in a very grandmotherly fashion. Isn't that sweet? Wait, they leave the dog? Sad. And yeah, they all pile into a big car with no seatbelts in a way that would not fly outside of 1973.
Over the river and through the woods to Grandmother's house we go. The horses wait to carry the sleigh through the wide and drifting snow. Over the river and through the woods, oh, how the wind is blow.
I never knew that song had that many words.
My grandmother lives in a condominium.
Fair. Oh, but Snoopy and Woodstock seem to be having their own little Thanksgiving. They went in and built their own table and chairs. Is there an IKEA in that doghouse? Where was this help an hour ago, Snoopy? I mean, I'm very glad you guys are having fun, but it is kind of funny that he had a whole ass turkey in there the whole time. Is it kosher for Woodstock to eat turkey? I mean, it's a bird, and he's a bird. Semantics. I'm sure it looks like they're having fun. And Woodstock won on the wishbone! And on that happy note, and on the outro of Snoopy and Woodstock eating a big pumpkin pie, ew, but good for them, the special ends. I haven't watched this particular special in a very long time. I've seen the Halloween one a lot, and I've seen the Christmas one a lot, and this one was on the same DVD collection growing up as those other two, but I don't know, this one was always an afterthought. Maybe it's just because all the awkward interactions between characters make me uncomfortable. But yeah, what do you think of this special? I'm always down for a Peanuts holiday special. As you know, I'm trying to cover the big three. I've done Halloween and Thanksgiving now, and Christmas will definitely be part of our December programming, so look out for that. But for now, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me, you guys. I was only able to post 1 video last week instead of 2 because of everything that's going on, and you guys still came through. Like, our numbers have still been going up. You guys are awesome. Like, thank you so much for helping to make this channel what it is. I couldn't do it without you. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so, because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Bye!